And here's the thing. In the spiritual discipline realm, what I found personally is that I'm more likely to do spiritual disciplines when I'm growing as a group. I told you before, some of the guys in my discipleship group are here, and we grow as a group together. Now, this happens in the fitness world as well. So about 5-6 months ago, I met a guy at a conference who is a Christian church planter who planted a church in a hardcore bodybuilding gym. The name of the gym's called the Metroflex. Now, some of you say, I don't know the Metroflex. You know this name, Robby Coleman, 6-time Mr. Olympia. Robby Coleman trained, or maybe 7-time. Robby Coleman trained at the Metroflex, which is what he owns. This is like a hardcore gym, and this guy is the real deal. He's a bodybuilder. He planted this church with hardcore bodybuilders, like a Bible study. This thing grew to like 200 people in a year. He's never been to seminary. He's never been to Bible college. He's preaching the word. So we connect, and listen, this guy's tatted head to toe. Tattoo around his head, tattoo in his neck. He is jacked up, right? So we meet, and we start talking about discipleship. He's like, man, it's like I've never been discipled. I was like, really? I said, man, I'd love to help. Let's talk. And he said, have you ever been discipled in bodybuilding? I said, no, but I mean, I work out. I've been working out since I was 16. He said, would you like me to help you? Like bodybuild? I said, sure. I mean, I'm not going to turn. He said, now here's the deal. I can help you. He said, but it's going to take a level of accountability. I said, I love accountability. I mean, that's what I do with my guys. We do accountability all the time. And he said, now here's what's going to happen. You're going to have to take pictures of yourself. This is 5 months ago. Front, side, back pose, and then send them to me, and I got to give you a critique. I thought, man, what possibly is he going to tell him? I've been working on since I was a kid, and he calls me up. He's like, hey, man, can I give you some input? I said, sure, man, go ahead. He said, man, your back sucks. He said, your biceps are, you got big arms. It's really only your triceps. He said, your back delts are horrible. He said, your chest is flat as a board. Your legs are scared. I said, anything good? Like anything good? He said, well, you got a good frame. I was like, okay. So this guy, I'm telling you, this guy has put me, now, I don't think I'm training for the Mr. Olympia, but he does, okay? So he's training me for 5 months now, and it's grueling. And not only am I training now, but I got two of our, Dylan, my pastoral assistant, Gus, I got them training now. And here's what's worked so well, and here's what's so amazing about this training. Training in the gym, and you know this, works better in a group. Like the reason I stay committed to this is because I'm talking to him just about every day, and we're doing Skype calls, and I talk to these guys just about every day. And here's what I realize. We grow, don't miss this, in a group, in a community. That's why when you join the gym with a partner, you're about 90% more likely to stick with the workout than if you go by yourself. Did you know this? Come in real close. If you work better in a group, and if you train better in a group, and if you don't like working out alone, and if you don't like traveling alone, and if you don't like fishing alone, and if you don't like hunting alone, why in the world do you keep living your Christian life alone? You can't beat this thing alone. So you can't overcome sin alone. You're not going to be accountable to read the word long term. And this is what I tell pastors. Pastor, the reason you don't have a consistent, persistent, quiet time in the word, I'm talking to pastors here. And the reason, brother pastor, you don't have a consistent Bible memorization plan is because you don't have anybody holding you accountable. And listen, here's the honest truth. I wouldn't do it either probably. Because you get busy, just to be honest. I mean, you get busy with work, and you get busy with life, and you get busy with kids. But let me tell you something. When I walk in every Wednesday night and meet with my discipleship group, I'll say, guys, you're up. You guys quote Matthew 5, and when they're finished, guess what they say? Robby, you're up, brother. Here's your leadership principle. You can't expect something from others, men, that you're not emulating yourself. Like you can't expect your kids to be men and women of the word if you're not in the word. You can't expect your family to be consistent in prayer if you're not in prayer. You can't expect your people to be sharing the word if you're not sharing the word and living out the word in your life. One of the reasons every man here at Long Hollow we encourage to get in a discipleship group is we realize you will never achieve and get to the level of spiritual maturity that God wants you to be alone. So we expect every man at Long Hollow, and I think God would expect every man in here to be in a discipling relationship for long-term growth.